today we are sitting in the offices of Ithala SOC with the Chief Financial Officer, Mohamed Gafoor. Mohamed, do you want to introduce yourself and the role you play? We've got a very important day today. It's 100 days.
Yeah.
It's a big milestone.
Yeah.
So introduce yourself and person.
Thank you, Grant. I'm Mohamed Gafoor. I'm the Chief Financial Officer of Ithala SOC Limited, effective from July 2023. I did join Ithala initially as the finance manager in September 2015 and have since grown to my current role of CFO. For me, I think anyone who enters the field of finance, their greatest aspiration is to become a chief financial officer. And that was no different for me. My dream was always to become a chief financial officer of a large organization, and I've achieved that by becoming the chief financial officer of Ithala.
Mohamed, there's been some major changes. What are the major changes that have happened?
I think being in the financial industry, which is very highly regulated, there's considerable changes in this regulatory reporting space. We know that the financial sector is very highly regulated, so we need to ensure that we're fully compliant at all times. So as the CFO, Executive Director of Ithala, one of my key roles is to ensure full compliance. So yeah, that's, I think, the major changes that has been happening in the financial sector.
Can you provide the overview of top priorities and goals?
One of the top priorities will be to ensure business growth and to ensure long-term financial sustainability. So that will be my top priority over the next few years, to ensure that we remain financially stable, we grow our business and become a profitable organization. Currently, we have two major regulatory reporting or regulatory projects that we're currently running. The one is the anti-money laundering, as well as the risk data and risk reporting, which is known as radar. So those two do come at a very considerable cost, like any other regulatory projects that we do run. To ensure that we remain fully compliant at all times, we do have to set aside funding for such projects as and when they do come up. In banking, the staffing requirements do cover a wide range of professions, as well as you require very highly skilled and specialist skills in certain areas, such as regulatory reporting, risk management, just to name a few. We as Ithala have been lucky to attract the correct caliber of staff with the required experience, and I think our management team, as well as executives, are very highly skilled and experienced in banking. So we've been really lucky to attract these types of skills. If you just look at our executive team alone, they come with over 150 years of experience. Being in this industry, these skills do come at a premium. However, we have to cater for such cost. In the past 100 days that I've been in office, I think we started with the reprioritization of our budget and forecast going forward. Our forecast will be focusing on projects that drive revenue growth and ensure regulatory compliance. Also, we are doing quite a deep dive into cost to see where we can possibly minimize costs and optimize on current cost as well. So that will be currently where the focus is, and what we've been doing, that obviously that is to ensure long-term growth as well as financial sustainability as the first steps.
What is your assessment of Ithala's financial health? and performance during the first 100 days? And is it up to your expectations?
Okay. I'm just going to go a bit further back in terms of Ithala's financial performance and just to take you to where we are currently. If you look at the financial sector, I don't think that the financial sector industry has actually fully recovered from COVID-19. Added to that, we had in KZN the civil unrest in July 2021, as well as floodings which affected a lot of organizations and individuals, and especially on the individuals within the lower LSM. And that's majority of Ithala's clients which haven't actually recovered from that. The financial health or the financial performance of Ithala has not fully recovered from the 2021 civil unrest and COVID-19. And also with the interest rates increasing during that COVID period by over 300 basis points, that has affected a lot of our clients. We're now seeing interest rates stabilizing, and there is forecast that interest rates will start to decline come 2024, which should see some easing of pressure on clients, especially as clients within our LSM that we play in. So we should see also growth and financial sustainability for Ithala going forward. If you look at looking at Ithala's book or loan book, that's very highly resilient book. If you're close to the market, you'll see that other financial institutions have been raising impairments, which was close to 50% of the impairments that they held previously. We were lucky. Because of that strength of our loan book, we have seen quite a lower increase in impairments compared to other financial institutions. So I think we are on the right track. We should see that the growth now coming with this, the economic stability that we're foreseeing in the foreseeable future, and eventually resulting in the growth in Ithala's business as well. So to ensure that there's ongoing stability, we have started implementing a lot of cost containment measures, as well as I mentioned earlier, we're doing a deep dive into our cost to see areas of optimization and possible cost-saving initiatives. As you know, in the banking industry, liquidity is of utmost importance in any bank. So we have already established a treasury function within the bank to ensure that we always remain quite liquid and to meet client demands, as well as we look at growing. We are looking at growing that department as we grow the balance sheet.
How do you see your role as evolving in the forthcoming months, and what are your financial objectives and priorities in the next part of your journey?
Obviously, I think my role is going to change quite considerably from what I've been previously doing at Ithala, which was more financial reporting and the accounting function within that. Obviously, the focus now will be more strategic. I think my role and focus for the next few months will be on developing robust financial models, setting financial goals, and then obviously monitoring performance against these financial goals. I think one of the key focus will be to secure capital to ensure financial sustainability as well as growth through implementations of systems, introduction of products or new products or enhancements of products.
So as a CFO and an executive director, can you describe the balance between the responsibility of the CFO and an executive director?
As the CFO, the primary role is more strategically focused, as well as dealing with financial matters such as managing budgets, performance, and then reporting against those as well, and then and looking at the overall financial health of the organization. On the other hand, the executive directors are there to look at the overall strategy of the organization, provide guidance, and to overlook part of the executive director will be to overlook the day-to-day operations of the entity. The focus of the executive director will be to look at the strategy and then obviously to report to the board on the overall strategy of the performance. So I think there will be a bit of balance between those two roles. I think there's been a lot of negativity in the public in terms of, or negativity in the media that is going out on Ithala. But just Ithala is focused, driven to, and its main mandate is to bank the unbanked. And that's what is our current focus and what we will continue to focus on, which is different from the other organizations. Our mandate is a lot more development or developing the KZN and the under or the disadvantaged. And I think to just give comfort out there, and that's what we are going to continue to focus on. Our aim is not to become one of the big commercial banks that are out there, but more to serve the people of KZN, especially the previously disadvantaged. Ithala has been running as a separate organization for over 20 years now. Our mandate has not changed over the 20 years, and there's no intention to change that mandate going forward. We are trying to grow the organization, go out and have a wider reach in terms of our footprint in more of the rural areas, to bank more of the unbanked and to provide financial services to these. That's our mandate, and that's what we're going to continue to focus on, and providing financial services to such organizations, such individuals, and then also to help them grow their wealth as well. And when I say grow their wealth, is that provide savings products for these people that have not been, help them grow their wealth through interest income, by putting into certain investment products, and hopefully saving for them into the long term.
Mohamed, thank you for joining me on KZN Top Business and Business Sense. And do you have a 200-day celebration?
I think we will have to have one. I think we should have one then, and hopefully we will have made much more greater strides in taking Ithala's vision and mission going forward as well, and our ultimate mandate of banking the unbanked. So hopefully we'll make greater strides in that.
I hope to pick it up from there. Mohamed, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Graham. Thank you.